Hi, welcome to the class. My name is Mary Ann Pearson, Dr. Mary Ann Pearson, and I will be your instructor for COM 110. I am a full-time professor here at CBU. My office is in the main campus. I am not a full-time ops professor. I work part-time for ops and full-time for the main campus. I'm the director of the journalism program and the faculty advisor for the Banner newspaper, Pursuit magazine, and the Angelos yearbook. I love teaching online classes, and I love teaching people who are coming back to fulfill their dreams by either changing careers or looking to get a degree to enhance the position that they're already in. I came back to school as an adult and finished my teaching credential, went on and got my master's degree in education, a background in PR and journalism, so I also did coursework in those areas and eventually finished my doctorate in educational leadership at La Sierra University. I finished that in 2010. So I really know what it feels like to be in your shoes, to be a busy working person who is going to school and trying to take care of family and life in general. And I know there also will be some traditional students in the class, so welcome to you too. What I'd like to do is post these videos every couple of weeks, just to sort of update you as to what's going on in the class. And it's really important to post it in the beginning, especially for those of you who are brand new to online work. I have had some questions that I saw in Blackboard, and I want to address those too. So first off, I am looking over here because I have my computer screen up, and I want to look at what you're looking at as you take a look at the course. When you go to the main areas you will be going to are either course information or learning activities. That you also will be checking your grades, so there's other tools that you'll find there for that. When you go to course information, there are weekly folders. First, when you go to course information, there are some folders and some announcements. What I see there is Getting Started, which is a folder that is in every ops class that gives you sort of a guideline and information about being involved in online coursework. There's a link to our introduction discussion board, and I see that many of you have posted there and I've responded. There's a question and answer section, but if you have a real question that you want a quick answer for, just send me an email. I'm always checking my email, whether it be on my phone or computer, so definitely send me an email as well. There's a posting for a YouTube channel. You'll be posting speeches up on YouTube. I'm recording this speech on my Mac. It has a camera in it, and I'm just sitting in my office. This isn't a planned professional, competition level speech. This is just a kind of class introduction. But for your sake, you do need to get either a computer with a webcam or be able to borrow one so that you can record and place your speeches up on the YouTube channel that I'm providing here. Or if you have your own YouTube channel, some do, you may post it there. Post it with the settings that people cannot get to it unless they have the link, unless you want the world to be able to see it, then it's up to you. But, there's no big risk in that, in my opinion. Then there's a folder with the syllabus, and if you click on that, I actually reformatted it because somehow when I put it in Blackboard, the fonts had kind of turned a little awry, so it's a little more legible now. There's a place where that says click here to order books with Amazon. I don't know if that's been, if that will work at this time, but you can try it. If not, you definitely have the ISBN number. And I know that there is a way to use this book through Course Smart. I'm doing it that way myself. It's Course, COURSE, Smart. So you can check into that as well because the book is available there in an online format. Then you see in the syllabus all of our learning objectives and outcomes, and those are listed. Assignment overview is listed. There is an area for the graded assignments. You see those are weekly reflections, informative speech, special occasion speech, and speaking to entertain, and it goes on a little bit about the speeches we'll be doing. There is a midterm, and then in the end, a competition speech. So the idea is that we will be working on some speeches, and then one of those speeches you will choose to compete in. Now, the whole concept of doing a forensics or speech class online is new, and people are doing it at other universities. We've checked into that, but it is new, it's different, and it's not exactly the same as being on a forensics team. But what we're looking at when we put these classes together is to give you the learning outcome that it comes from that experience. So although you will not be traveling with a speech team and competing, our goal is to give you the lessons that come with that and the learning that comes with that. So we do ask as a part of this class for you to visit a Toastmasters meeting or debate team so that you can observe some actual speeches. I also will allow, if you feel that your pastor is an incredible speaker, that's another opportunity to observe a speech. I'll provide more details for that as that comes up, as that assignment comes up. But what I want to let you know is that this is the first time this class is being taught online. So it's a test pilot of the course. So as I go, some of the things may be modified because I want to make this user-friendly for you, but also accomplish the learning goals that we need to accomplish. So each week, the weekly folder is the best place to look. And in fact, you might want to check it off and on during the week because there may have been some slight modifications or clarification provided. So please do that. The grading scale is there. Now, when you see in the syllabus, it says assignments due. But under that, it says, this is when we get to the learning activities, week 1 and so on. Under that, it says pacing guide. What I want you to know is all work is due by Sunday midnight. Okay, that's when the weekly work is due. The pacing guide helps you so that you're not trying to do it all Saturday and spend your whole weekend on this work. So it's a suggested pacing guide. The reality is this is an asynchronous class, which means that some of you will be doing your work at 3 or 4 in the morning, and some at 3 or 4 in the afternoon, and some on your lunch hour. And that's the beauty of online. So we don't expect that you follow that assignment due date list to the T because it is also a pacing guide. It's more of a pacing guide than it is a due date section. And the weekly assignments are listed. The numbers with a name by it, like 8, developing supporting material, 9, locating supporting material, that all comes from the textbook. So just know that that comes from the textbook, and that's not, those are just kind of pages. The book is a newer book that we selected that is also available in many formats online, or you can purchase the book. So I was listing the pages so you can easily find that material, and also as a point of reference if you want to look back later and see, what did I read about organizing the speech? Oh, this tells me the page number. So each week, assignments are laid out. And again, since this is the first time this class is taught online, I may modify that, but I will be very clear to let you know that if I do. It would be more in your favor than anything. Is if I see that we're getting a little overwhelmed, I may modify an assignment as long as we keep the same learning goal. Okay, so that's course information. Then when you go to learning activities and you click on week 1, you can click ahead if you like, but I wouldn't get your thoughts settled that this is the way it's absolutely going to be because there may be some slight modifications. So each Monday, take a look at the folder. So Monday coming up, you look at the week 2 folder and see what will be going on for the week. There is an agenda that lists those page numbers. There's a chapter reflection. You just click on the chapter reflection and there's a place where you can copy and paste your work right in there. There's also a way to upload your work. You can do either. There's a weekly reflection discussion board. On the discussion boards, all the discussion boards, I prefer you to read what your course mates have said and respond to at least 2 people. That's the general rule of thumb. There's an informative speech outline and draft and an example of an informative speech, and I've just posted a rubric for the speeches. So take a look at all of that. Even though COM 113 does an informative speech, we're beginning with an informative speech in here to get your feet wet, to get you going. The assignments are not exactly the same as the COM 113 class, though, because we are trying to duplicate the experience of being involved in a competitive speaking environment. So it actually takes it to the next level. You will see some similarities, but there's quite a few differences too. Now, my email address is, of course, in the syllabus. I will be posting my cell phone and course information. If you ever have an extreme emergency, do feel free to contact me. I respond to all email requests within 24 hours, usually much faster than that, but definitely within 24 hours. Any questions you might have, please ask. So I'm blessed to be able to take this journey with you. Always remember, if you need prayer, let me know, and I will pray for you. I'm a prayer warrior, and I'm happy to pray for you, my students. I pray that you have a blessed weekend, and begin to work your way through the assignments. Just know that with me, I have the heart of an educator. So if ever you've done an assignment and I find that it's not exactly what I expected, it's not going to be a huge penalty. What it will be is me discussing with you what was actually needed. And as long as we have time within the course limits, you'll have time to rework that and bring it up to the next level. I mean, of course, not with the test, but I'm saying with some of the discussion boards and the different assignments we're doing, you will have some grace to try to improve that if in the beginning you are not clear on what's involved. So I'm really blessed to have you in the class. I hope you have a good weekend. Take care.